Well, I'm back from Alaska. I took, about a week after I got back to just go on a nice drive down Highway 101 down the Oregon coast, and ended up here north of the Redwoods in what has turned out to be one of the best camping spots I've ever found. So on the way down here, I stopped by Florence and did some sand dunes driving, man. Check this out. I just had a great time out here, man. There's little off-road trails just all over the place. I went wheeling in this thing, watched some amazing sunset. Here, let me show you the video. So I was just over here working on some breakfast. I got a little visitor up here. A little deer. Just kind of hanging out. Whoa, check out these pitcher plants. Check these out, they're huge. These are carnivorous. These are massive. Look at these things. Whoa! Check this out. It's like driving straight into the clouds. Once you get down in elevation, you start seeing a couple redwoods here and there and a bunch of different types of trees. It turns into a different forest. It's pretty cool. Driving through the redwood forest never gets old. Here is my trip to Jedediah Smith State Park the other day. So Alaska solved the problem of almost being out of money. Now my savings is full. I've got enough money to spend a couple months finding the right place to settle down and find work for a while. Now I gotta figure out where to settle down. And as I was driving down the coast, I was stopping in all these little towns to see if, maybe it was a spot. And nothing really makes me feel like the Redwoods feel. So I think I want to find work as, close to the Redwoods. Obviously there's incredible camping out here, so I won't have a problem with that. I pretty much got all my bases covered there. I just need to find a place to get some work here. I still want to go to Arizona. It's too hot still. I've got a few months before it cools off. But my idea there was to find a place to settle down and get some property and start a little homestead and maybe start a community. I'm still thinking about that. But now that I'm here, I'm kind of thinking this might be the place to do it, but we'll see. Man, there's nothing quite like this Southern Oregon, Northern California coast. So I'm down in Crescent City now. It's crazy the difference in climate down here. It's 15 degrees colder, super humid, overcast versus sunny and warm up in the mountains. I was at like 2,500 feet up there. So yeah, man, this area down here, as I drove south on 101, I finally went to that secret beach, and I went through Bandon, spent a night there, saw some other cool stuff. Here's the footage from the secret beach. It's amazing. So I've kind of discovered the nice part of Crescent City. You know, I had been through Crescent City on Highway 101 enough times, and it's kind of run down in that area. There's, you know, people visibly on drugs and homeless and everything, and it just kind of gave me a bad impression of the city. And then you look at the crime rate statistics, and it's like one of the worst, most dangerous cities in America. But it turns out that's because they include the state prison that's here, which is really silly. Ooh, there's a lighthouse way down there. Check that out. So there's 3 things missing in this area that I would really like to have, you know, for an area where I'm settling down. And one is a Planet Fitness, so that I can get nice hot showers. I don't have to take cold showers in the river anymore. 2 is In-N-Out Burger, because I'm in California. I want In-N-Out Burger. It's one of my favorite things. And 3 is Trader Joe's, because that's where I like to do my shopping. I can go an hour north to Grants Pass, kind of Medford area, that little Southern Oregon I-5 corridor, and get all 3 of them. Or I can go south an hour to Eureka and get all 3 of them. So I got to kind of figure that out. Those are the only real cons of, you know, being in this kind of general area. I figure, you know, this is the biggest town, Crescent City, so it'll be the easiest to find work here. And I only need a part-time job. I don't need to get a full-time job. I can get a part-time job, focus on making videos, and I'm gonna start doing more product reviews and stuff to try to get the income up on this, because now I'm only making like $20 a week or a month on the ads. YouTube pretty much just took the ads away from me. Look at this lighthouse, man. I gotta go out there. I've never been out there. There it is, Battery Point Lighthouse, built in 1856. There's a museum in there that's closed right now because the tide's too high, but I will definitely be going in there at some point. Beautiful. Look at that tree. Here's the road that's washed out during high tide. Alright, this little downtown area is looking pretty empty, man. It's pretty sparse. But there's no bars on windows. It's not run down, it's just all closed. It's on a Sunday. Weird. So I've got, you know, everything's a little more expensive out here than Oregon, but it's really not that bad. And with this this casino gas station here, you know, $4 a gallon, that's not that far off of what it was in Oregon. So that's not really a factor. And that that discount grocer, the prices were so good that it kind of matched Trader Joe's, and they had plenty of food. I'll be fine without the food. I'll definitely be fine without an In-N-Out Burger. I got to figure out a shower situation down here though. So that's something I got to figure out. Some other things I got to do today are get rid of all my garbage, refill my big water jug, which I'm going to do in the Smith River because it's like pristine, undammed, beautiful water, and it's filtered anyway. So, you know, what else do I got to do? Not drop my camera. All right, just saw a homeless lady riding her bike around with a can of, or a bag of cans, so I hollered at her and asked her if she wanted mine and gave it to her. So I got rid of my recycling. It's like $1 worth of cans, but to sit there at the grocery store and put that, I'd rather just give it away. So this is the Elk Valley kind of side of Crescent City. It's a little more run down. Wow, those foxgloves, those are beautiful. It's a little more industrial and run down here. There's no good parking down on this side of town. When I get to a new city, I like to go out and scout and find good areas to park and just kind of mark them. I got Google Maps up. I'll just mark them. Like right by this, in front of the Subaru would be okay, but I would look out a place because there's no, what house does this car belong to that I've never seen? I kind of want people to see the car and be like, oh, they must be visiting so-and-so. Definitely don't want to park out in front of something like this. These neighborhoods out here turn real fast. You know what else I did that was really cool the other day that I've been meaning to do for a long time is go to the Trees of Mystery. It's down in Klamath, south of Crescent City, and it was just awesome. Check this out. This thing's kind of fast. This thing's really fast, actually. This is kind of scary. Look at that. Gliding through the redwood trees, man, just like a bird. Look at that view, man. Wow. Up above the clouds. This is a pretty tough hike. Look at this. They cut down this tree and it came back as, I don't even know how many this is. This is insane. Look at that. This tree refused to die, man. Wow. I've got this thing in 4-low. I got the multi-terrain select set on. I got it in the low speed setting. This is like off-road cruise control. I could get out of this thing and it would just drive itself. Well, it wouldn't steer, but it brakes and gasses. So this is the Smith River up here. There were a ton of cars parked up there on the beach. I'm pretty sure I got this whole section down here all to myself. There's no way I'd be doing this in a van. These rocks are pretty big. I wouldn't be so worried about getting stuck. I'd just beat the hell out of the van. This thing's made to go off-road and it's made for this kind of stuff. Here's the river right up here. It's like, do you want space so you can just sit inside all day, or do you want to get out and live, man? 'Cause this is it. Look at this. You know, I gotta tell you, when I was in Alaska, I really had my mind set on being debt-free and having some land and just getting away from society and being out here and just living out here and going back to the normal world, you know, when necessary. But after, and that meant getting rid of the $20,000 loan that I have on this 4Runner. After coming out here and going to Florence and all these other amazing places I've been because of that thing, and just enjoying it and loving driving it, and how well everything works. It's just a perfect vehicle for me. I think I just got to figure out how to get my income up so I can get that thing paid off as fast as possible. Well, that's about all I got for a video today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the sunshine and get a bath in the Smith River here and have a great night, and I'll see you with the Alaska video next time.